Hello beautifuls, this is Aromie here and welcome back to Zodiac Axis. We are here after learning or watching, or well technically they were watching, about the whole Zodiac animals and all that, and you guys found out I was a rat, my brother is an ox, I believe Tyler is a piggy, my dad's a horse, and my mom's a rabbit. I think my cousin, one of my cousins at least, oh well, both of them. One of them is a pig, so I already know. Like 2 piggies. And the other one is a... I forgot. That's great. Anyway, that was so gorgeous. No wonder season theater is so expensive. The music was well done. Live orchestras are rare. It was like history came to life right before my eyes. History. Don't fool yourself, Harpenfest. It's a legend. Fiction. Maybe. Well, yeah, but did you see those costumes and the set design? I bet that the actors are on stage. They feel like they've just time traveled. Not likely. And I am sorry if guys hear clicking. Tyler is actually right behind me. So, yeah. Do Halt and Zax not get along? Hey! I bet that they had a great time either way, right, Twitchy? Or maybe they were just trying to remember their lines. Really? Nah. Probably not. They're pros after all. Well, Dumplings, the night is still young. What do you say we pop over to Season Tower and have ourselves a little dance? Dude, I thought she was gonna ask for food. I want food, not dancing. I'm game. Same. Have fun. No, Gramps, come on. Why? There's no reason to go to Season Tower. Are you kidding? You've never gone to Season Tower? What kind of law-abiding citizen are you? Going to Season Tower is a vital part of Founders Day. What for? To get a good luck charm for the new year? To wait in line with bawling kids and pushy salesmen? To hear the same legends over 1,000 times? To remember our beginnings, Halton. As if those are even... Never mind. He was definitely looking at me when he cut himself off. What is he hiding? Uncle, do come with us. A night like this is very rare. Only comes every 365 days. You'd be missing out. Not quite, Miss Allison. A night like this is far more scarce than 365 days. What? Founders Day is every year. Yes. What are you hiding from me, Beckett? Okay. Something is definitely fishy. Hold on, honey bumpkins. You're all missing the best part. Oh? The lunar waltz. Remember how fun it was, Pip? Who's Pip? Is that his name? He's Pip, apparently. Where did these nicknames come from? It was the very first year we actually managed to get Twitchy to dance with us. We can't drop that now. It's Gramps' turn. Hey. You're never getting me to dance. Wait, that means... Oh, okay, fangirling. Guys, Gramps is actually coming. He won't dance, but he's coming. I never said... Lunar Watts, we're heading right for you. Thank you, Uncle. Even though I have this game volume up loud, I can't really hear it. Can't really hear it. Let me try to tab out and see if it's like my headset's problem. Okay. Here's the aesthetic of Founders Day. A long string of booths planted down both sides of the Season Way, piled with flowery lights, diverse wares, and colorful signage. A seemingly endless line leading to the entrance of Season Tower, flanked by stanchions. Clumps of people in traditional livery, boasting masks representing the 12. Everywhere you look, there is something delicious cooking, or something exciting taking place, or something beautiful being made. That was the joy of Founders Day. This place is beautiful. Look at all of these marks. Ancient allegiance at its finest. It's probably not that deep. Yeah. Right on that one. Look at how many people are wearing dragon masks. Everyone just wants to look cool. Really? I don't think that's always the case. Back in college, my hall would go to the festivals with our Lee Koi mask. We were like a clan. We stuck together, had a secret handshake and everything. One horse wouldn't leave another horse behind. That's because you're a big nerd. But yeah, I do think people find a special connection when they see others with the same mask. Yeah, all dragons tend to be narcissistic. The ones who pick dragon masks are usually kids with delusions of grandeur. That's fair, but it's still a trend. Allison, which Zodiac do you think has the best reputation? The dogs, of course. Oh, that's the other. Yeah, one of my cousins is a dog. They are known to be particularly loyal and civil. Sorry, Pip, but no one can beat the pigs. Every pig I've run into has such a sweet heart. I think it's because you need to be humble to wear a pig mask.
Oh, really?
You're both wrong. Snakes are the only people who come close to being tolerable. They actually think, which is more than what most people can say. But snakes are mean and stingy. Hey Twitch, back me up. I like dragon masks. Twitch has illusion of grandeur. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Are any of you named Allison? Why are you answering for her? Allison, what do you think? I don't pick sides. Gosh, I have so many save files, it's ridiculous. I'm trying to go for Beckett, so doggy. I like dogs. I like polite people.
Correct.
You have chosen wisely. Hey, no skewing the study with leading questions, Pip. What was the question for? Well, on the internet, they say that a person's answer to that question decides how many people they'll end up dating. For example, someone who picks dog will be dedicated only to one person their entire life. But someone who picks pig is more likely to be a player because they don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. It's a social question? I didn't know that you were into things like that. What about a snake? What are they? They can't keep anyone? Zax quite enjoys a popular culture, particularly that which is aimed at preteen girls. Personality quizzes, popularity polls, social questions, tabloids. Yeah, anything wildly inaccurate. Wow, guys, what a flattering picture you paint. I don't even really like tabloids. It's just necessary for us to be in the know. Like for example, now we know that Allison would be devoted to one person for her whole life. On the flip side, she could turn out to be a psychotic or obsessive. Zax? Yes? This is like planning the course of your life around a clickbait article. Joke! I'm joking! Yeah, sure, Zax. Wait, does this mean that I'm a player? This is grim news indeed. Twitch, we're off to cure my ills. I thought she was gonna say nails, but she didn't say that. Quick, everyone, into the season tower line. We need the lunar waltz. What does the lunar waltz have to do with being a player? I'll only dance with one person, of course. Defiance of fate. I don't think you need to take it that seriously. It's just a social question. Pretty sure that she just wants to get in line. The line of Season Tower is unique. Apparently some people travel entire cantons just to wait in it for the authentic festival experience. I've never understood it, but then again, I've never thought that it was anything special. It's very, very long. It's flanked by booths to keep the attentions and wallets of impatient citizens. Most adjacent strangers end up talking to each other because there's little else to do in a 3-hour wait. Usually the line only forms on Founders Day because Founders Day is the only time when the lunar waltz is held inside Season Tower. Later a line will form for every different reason. Not that it matters, for now. Barbecue all you can eat? Hell yeah, let's go to this shop right here. Barbecue all you can eat? Yes, please. This is definitely my favorite part of Founders Day. Waiting in line? Line shopping. We can look at all of these cool booths. But everything's always crazy overpriced. Pip, you should get something for your office. I know how much you like ancient trinkets. Well, I'm not sure. Don't be stingy or too pricey. Let's go with... He has money. Let's go with don't be stingy. Don't be stingy, Beckett. Founders Day only comes once a year. It's not so much their price as their inauthenticity. Inauthenticity. Is it saying that all the stuff in his office are bona fide ancient artifacts? That's impossible. Anything that survived from before the Zodiac Wars was claimed as government property and moved to museums. You can't just keep stuff like that in the back room of a diner. Can you? Wait, what do you mean by inauthentic? They're mass-produced for public consumption. Consequently, there is neither story nor lineage to them. Right. So, you're in possession of legitimate historical antiques? No, it is not very normal, Beckett. It definitely isn't. But they're simple family heirlooms. Most of the swords aren't even sharp anymore. Most of the... Okay, time to switch perspectives. What if your office is burglarized? It's not exactly high security, not compared to a museum. Then that would be a very unfortunate day for the burglar. Oh, I love Beckett. He's okay. Is no one else concerned about this man? Holy crap! A mask stand! Carry on, dumplings. I have a mask to buy. You're buying a mask? She buys one every year. Every year?
Right.
Yep. For me, it's not just a costume piece. It sounds weird, but whenever I look at a mask from a certain year, I feel like it's absorbed all the memories from that year. It actually feels very special. That's why I buy a new one every year. My obligatory annual mask purchase. Oh, that's pretty cool. I used to do that with snow globes when I was little. Isn't it? I think more people should do it. Let's see. Last time I got a whole mask, so maybe a half mask this year. What do you think I should get, Allison? Me? Isn't it your choice of, ancient allegiance?
No.
Oh, nah. I bought so many that it's more like art to me. Just pick the prettiest one, or the one with the most personality. Is it really okay for me to choose it? It sounds like a significant decision. I want you to. Call it an artist's intuition. But I have this weird feeling that you're going to become really important to all of us. I hope she never finds out that I'm a journalist. Excuse me. She's too sweet to deserve this. Oh, the dragon is blocked out? What? I want to choose rabbit. I don't know if saving this does. I honestly don't know why I'm saving this because it's like a demo. But we're gonna go with the rabbit. I like the rabbit. How about the rabbit mask? It feels very elegant and delicate.
Okay.
Rabbit it is. Excuse me, ma'am. You've got a buyer. I wish I didn't have to stoop around these people. They all seem so nice. Well, most of them. And even the prickly ones clearly care for their friends. Oh, hello. Hello, little human. A few minutes of your time. Little human? That's unusual. See a fox? Dog. Fox? Panda? Me?
Yes.
Yes, little human, you. Excuse me. The unusual man was standing behind a lively booth. Well, sort of lively. It had bright colors and beautiful ribbons and everything expected of a lively booth. But there was one thing that made it unusual. It was completely empty. There was no merchandise, no signage, no price tags, not even a tip box. The counter was bare and he was leaning idly against it, examining his fingernails like they were the most interesting and anatomical feature in the world. Simply put, the booth shouldn't have been empty. It took time to nab one and money. Lots and lots of money. The line to the Lunar Waltz was known to be a highly contested business opportunity for vendors, so season way permits were only made available the day before Founders Day, and it was competitive. Aspiring business owners would camp on the steps of the Civil Center and swarm their entrance on opening day. There were horror stories of extortion, bribery, or even paying hitmen to lessen the competition. So who on earth would spend ridiculous resources to secure a booth, only to do nothing with it? I'm not interested in buying anything. Sorry. Just as well. I'm not interested in selling anything. Then, no offense, but why are you talking with me? Well, it's not every day you meet an undercover journalist. Oh. Okay. This was where I realized that something was terribly wrong. Horribly wrong. This was where I realized that I might have just gotten way over in my head. Some of the little cues, all jammed together, created a very ominous picture. Little human, or a mask of a cat, an undercover journalist, and an empty booth. Should I have listened to my instincts of self-preservation and bolted away from that place, dropping the job and damning the consequences? Maybe things would have been very, very different. Or maybe they would have been the same. Who are you? How do we know each other? You may call me the cat. And we don't know each other. Why are you surprised? You ought to be. My superpower is telepathy. Superpower? Telepathy? You don't believe me? Even after I showed you a first-hand display. It wasn't any kind of display. I wasn't thinking anything about being a journalist.
Child.
This man's voice. Oh, child. You'd be surprised at everything humans think that they don't think they think. That's a very convoluted sentence. Oh, good. I was worried that I was losing my touch. He keeps talking about humans. But maybe I shouldn't read too much into this. People always get weird around this time of year. How do you know who I am? I know everything. No one knows everything. Not true. I do. If you really did, why are you operating a street booth? This humble little booth of mine. Why, that is for me to know and for you to eternally wonder. What's the point in setting up a booth if you don't plan on using it? But I am using it, little human. Right. Empty stall, no wares, no decor. This guy is weird. Well, then what do you want? Or did you start talking with me just to make idle conversation?
Precisely.
Exactly that. I quite enjoy idle conversation.
Little human.
So, little human, what kind of what think you of the weather? What? What? It's fine, I guess.
Really?
Is that so? How curious. It seemed rather ominous to me. There's not a cloud in the sky. I can't imagine rain would be coming anytime soon. No, not rain. Oh god, what was that? Fire. I wanted to laugh. I tried to do it. To open my mouth. Heave my diaphragm. Shape the syllables and went like ha ha ha. Nothing came out. The sound dried up in my throat, illogically. Like my subconsciousness knew something that my mind refused to accept. All of my inborn alarm bells were clamoring for escape. Run. Run. Run from this creep. This psycho. This oddball who went through all the trouble of buying a booth spot on the most crowded holiday of the year, and all for what? To get me, of course. Or maybe I should instead say, to get through me. I pressed myself further into the line, pushing distance between me and the terrifying stranger. But through the commotion, the festivities, the celebration in the air, I heard the final tendrils of his voice. Oh, little human, don't run. I might have to chase you. That's not very friendly. Okay. Okay! A human is full of secrets. A cat finds them all. Oh, really? Allison? Leaf? I came to my senses in the middle of the street. The crowd was bustling around me, a sluggish river full of muffled noise and blurry light. Then I realized that Leaf was holding my wrist with a loose grip, peering at my face. I instinctively jerked away.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, did I scare you? Oh! No, it's fine. I'm fine. You didn't look fine. You were crouching on the side of the road, like you were about to throw up. I was? Yes. That doesn't make sense. It was just a weird encounter. There's no reason for me to feel sick. Felt sick after meeting someone? Yeah, I guess. A stranger. Wait, I thought we were all together. How did I end up being alone for like 5 minutes? Who? Some random booth attendant, I think.
Hey.
Takes just 1/10 of a second to make a first impression. Posture, style, speech, expression. Everything is a cue. Maybe this particular person raised a lot of dangerous signs. Maybe. He was definitely creepy. My first impressions are usually wrong. Is it the fundamental attribution error? The what? It's a cognitive bias? Bias?
Here's the thing.
Let's say that I fainted right here, right now, and let's say that you had to drive me to the hospital, or I die. Because the situation was urgent, you'd speed down every road, and you'd even run red lights. Now, you might think, I'm not normally a reckless driver. I'm just trying to save a life. You know your circumstances, so you don't judge yourself. But if you see someone else speeding and running reds, you judge their character, not their circumstances. You think that they were reckless, or angry, or just moronic. Why? Because you don't know their internal circumstances. You only know yours. That's the fundamental attribution error. And it's why a lot of first impressions are incorrect. We have incomplete knowledge of other situations, so we jump to conclusions. So, you're saying that my first impression of him was definitely wrong. Not necessarily. Your first impression is incomplete. All first impressions are. But it could go either way. Maybe this stranger is fine. Or maybe he's 10 times as psychotic as you think he is. Oh, thanks, Leaf. You just know how to cheer me up, don't you? Right. Wait, I didn't say anything about him being psychotic. It was a guess. People feel sick when they're in immediate danger. That tends to be limited to perverts and psychos. And perverts have better places to be on Father's Day than operating a line booth. Should I be worried about you? No. He's just paranoid in his own way. So, we're gonna do... Thank you for your concern. Thank you for your concern. Concern? I guess it is. Come on. We're in the next group for the dance. I don't want to dance. I have bad rhythm. I managed to push off the encounter as nothing but an abnormality of Founders Day. People got drunk, high, made impulsive decisions, wore a mask, acted like completely different people. All for fun. The cat had to be one such person. Had to be. Season Tower is considered in a way to be the birthplace of Lunar City. It was a monument created in honor of the 12 Zodiacs. Of course, that couldn't actually be true, because practically everything before the Zodiac War had been destroyed. In actuality, the Season Tower is created during the rebuilding after the war. It was meant to be a reminder and a warning for future generations to not be foolish and divisive. But over time, it had turned into something more like a tourist attraction. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Lunar Waltz. When the music has concluded, please exit through the doors on your right. Oh. They have this down like a well-oiled machine. If Mars were here, she'd approve of how smoothly everything is run. Well... If Mars were here, I think she'd just be scolding us for wasting our times in frivolous pursuits like dancing. Maybe, maybe not. Dances and other highbrow social events are important for business networking. Yes. Marin may consider it rather lucrative, in fact. Marin Teller, the one absentee. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lunar Waltz should now commence. Twitchy, that's our cue. Let's go! Jules, wait! I see a cousin of mine. If you don't mind, I'll be off. And I'm gonna take a look at the exhibits. I suppose that I can't possibly get you to dance. Nope. And I suppose that your agenda encompasses sulking in a corner for the whole time. Dancing wouldn't make it any better. It's business, not mine. We could be so savage and say that. But no, I'm not gonna be that, because I don't want that. I want to dance. You waited in line for such a long time. Don't you think that you might as well make something out of this? No. These aren't my type of dances. You have a type? Martial arts fusion isn't bad. I've done martial arts fusion before. Oh my god. You and this had a job. Had a job once. You don't need to know. That was on the files, as usual. Hey kid. Yes?
Look.
Been wondering, how did you meet all of us within a week of each other? And none of them were casual encounters. You quickly became pretty memorable. Crap. I figured that someone would notice at some point, but even so, Nothing I can do at this point but feign ignorance. Of who? Never mind. You don't seem like a bad kid. And half of it was probably our fault anyway. It feels like he's talking to himself more than me. Halt?
Kid.
You should go dance, kid. Make tonight a night to remember. Drink or do whatever kids do these days. How encouraging. I guess I'll just take his advice. Founders Day is the best holiday of the year. It'd be a shame to just ignore it. What a pleasant surprise. Oh my god, you again?
I wonder.
What do they say in times like this? Long time no see? How did you get inside? The doors are... They only... I thought... Little human, I assure you, I am a perfectly law-abiding citizen. I was right behind you, didn't you notice? Well, perhaps it was more like 10 persons behind you, but nonetheless. 10 persons behind you, you know. But your booth. Well, I have better avenues to sell merchandise anyway. Would you care for a dance? I'd care very much not to have one. Just as well. I hate dancing. In the literal sense, of course. What's that supposed to mean?
Naturally.
An intellectual dance with you would be delightful, little human. You may not know the steps, but... Oh, are you a natural? Can't you just leave me alone? If you keep this up, I may have to call for a restraining order. Bravo, your first step. Now, it is my turn. Look forward to my move, little human. It won't be long. Wait, or actually, it's good if he leaves, isn't it? Allison? I am seeing nobody. That cat is a nobody. It's a ghost. Oh, it's just you. Sorry, I'm a little on edge. What happened? I think I might have a stalker. Are we that close in friendship where we can say that to each other or whatever? I think I might have a stalker. Stalker? I know that this time of year is always strange, but this guy who I've never met before is following me around. Maybe you found yourself an admirer? If only. I think he made a threat. He mentioned that fire was in the weather forecast. Who'd do that unless it was a threat? Literature major? The fire forecast could be a metaphor for his burning passion for you. I'm pretty sure that it has nothing to do with metaphors, and that he's not a literature major. But, it'll be fine. I probably won't see him again after tonight. Why aren't you dancing? Don't enjoy it? Nah. Not with strangers. Or is this your way of offering?
Hey.
Oh, you finally smiled. I'm glad. You've been looking stressed all night. Really? Yeah, unless that's your resting face. No. My resting face in actuality in real life is, it makes people worried. They're always asking if I'm okay. I don't even know how to answer that question. An insult if it's your resting face, and a compliment if it's not. Zax. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the Lunar Waltz. Please exit the doors on your right. Oh, I guess that means we should go. That wasn't very long. I left that party having talked with 3 people. Someone who was someone who was most certainly not an admirer. 2, someone who had an old soul. 3, a psycho. Who was who, which was what? Well, that's the part in the question. That was so refreshing. Nothing like a little exercise to get the creative juices flowing. Oh, come to think of it, you only go hiking, right? Does it help you write songs? Being out in nature always does help, but hiking also serves another purpose. It's important to keep healthy, Pumpkin. Healthy and strong. For what? for what? For what, your health, you idiot character? Not spending the rest of your life in a hospital. Helping people. You never know when others might need the gift you were born with. That's why I like hiking. And running. But not push-ups. I'll do them, but I don't know why anyone would like push-ups. I can't even do a push-up. Pretty sure that most people don't. You definitely do not. I wonder whose fault that is. It was a bet, cousin. One fair and square. I still maintain that you and B totally coned me. Or conned me, not coned. Cousin? Is that literal? Figurative? See, yeah, I was gonna get real confused. I was like, wait, is Zach's really his cousin? Or are they just saying cousin? Like how they call Halt, they're like... Oh god, there's only 10 slots? Okay, I guess I gotta save over this file. Yes, override it. Gotta override it, I'm sorry. But yeah, it's maybe not like literally cousin. It's made figuratively. But anyway, this is where I'm gonna stop for today. I have no idea when the demo is ending, honestly. Feels like a very, very long demo. I'm not complaining about it because I love the freaking art, the color, the music, the storyline. It's keeping me intact. Like I want more as I'm trying to hold back my hiccups. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Stay beautiful, and I will see you guys in the next one.